Good morning,
Good
America and rest of the world. We are here. I had 4 minutes and it disappeared. Don't know how that happened, but yesterday I was on Linda's G Comanche channel. We had collaboration, so it was wonderful. Sunday I will have collaboration with
Erica.
Robinson. And so that will be nice thing. And then I will have Sybil on my channel, but it will be later, a few more days. I will let you know. So please, not right now, just after the video, please watch. And hopefully we are not going to be shorties. We are short, but we might be shorties again. So thank you. Crisscross, for your question. I asked that Linda, and she said no, she doesn't know. How come she is lucky? She doesn't have any restrictions.
One of few, because a lot of people do. Welcome, Mathanji.
Because I'm blondie.
Heidi. Maggie Zeal. Patty Thompson. And Kathy McLaughlin, thank you very much
Thank you,
for
everybody.
subscribing.
Hello, Heidi, and see you very soon today at 1:00 my time.
Sylvia Strong, Bridget York, some very familiar names who are great supporters. Alexis.
Alicia Maxwell.
JW.
2535 Apple. Carlon Matanji, Angie, I call you Angie. Cryon. How you doing?
Alyssa Maxwell. So thank you very much for joining us, for subscribing, for hitting the bell, and for sharing and commenting, thumbs up, and for donating. It all helps the algorithm so that Violetta can reach more people who haven't met her yet.
Yeah.
She's very nice to meet.
444, we have the number 444. And 44,400. So
we have to go 44,444 new subscribers. 44, we need more.
There is a little bit more than 44,000. So there's few more subscribers.
Maggie Zeal's going back to, and this is for entertainment only and spiritual purposes. Mm-hmm. And these are only predictions. And as you know, who won the Stanley Cup?
Oh, but how unfair I will be if I will tell my both friends, neighbors, that I was not cheering up for them.
Of course.
And Rob Woodlock, who is a dear friend who was friend with Leszek, and he is coming very often, to mommy. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and he is teaching his kids to play hockey. His son now, because his daughter said, I don't want to anymore. She's a little girl, so she said, I don't want to play hockey anymore.
So you're about 50-50 on sports. So don't bet your house.
No, and I don't know anything. And I told my neighbor a few days ago, I don't really know anything about hockey. I'm from Poland. We didn't have hockey.
Maggie Zeal. The gold heist at Toronto Pearson Airport. Will the police find the gold? And you had said
that the gold about the heist of the gold. So did they found it?
No. She's asking, will the police find the gold? You thought it went out to different places around the world
right away. And it was work from the above, from the high elevation of the airport.
It was an inside job.
Inside job, yeah. No. They didn't find it 2 years or more. They are not going to find it. They said that it went to India, where that product is very popular. No, if they didn't do anything so far, how they can do it?
Yeah, that was an old video. You can find the information going back in time, and maybe that'll be one of the titles. Here is one. Tucker Carlson has come out sort of against Trump's Don's presidency.
They had 2 hours conversation, and it was heated between him, Carson, and Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
Ooh, and you don't know anything, Ted.
Cruz didn't even know the population of Iran.
Nothing. And the people who are living there. So what can you say? You don't know. Well, some people are not for the pro-war. And I was asked Saba today and about the prices of oil, because that will be the prices are going up. And she asked me if the prices of planes going to USA will be cheaper. It will go only up, because the price of oil goes, the price of oil goes, you need oil for the engines, gasoline. So everything will be up, because everything is like domino effect. And Don 2 days ago, he was saying we are not involved. And then yesterday he said, we are doing this and this. So, my saying, the S is floating behind the ship and saying, we are floating. We are swimming. Yeah, he is. Whenever he can make few bags on the road, he will pick up. And maybe Israel said, oh, we can help you to make few bags. So be on our side. And now the big ship with planes on top is in danger.
Mm-hmm.
It is in danger. It's going to that area, and I'm worried about that, because it's like sitting duck. How hard it will be for... Okay, I can't talk too much because I will be in question. Kathy McLaughlin. The American Bar Association is can you go back?
I'll go forward.
Oh, you have that. Okay.
I just have to go forward on it. The American Bar Association is suing the entire administration. Will this finally keep it from doing all its illegal moves?
And there is so many lawyers that he has. They can lose the bars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When?
Okay.
2, 3.
Okay. A few days ago, I was cutting the grass because it was overgrowing on the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
No driveway, the walking area for pedestrians. So I dig that. It will make some restrictions. There will still be nuisance once in a while. So it's not that they will be completely protected from those guys. But they will they will trim at them. That's the word. They will trim them, so they wouldn't be too obvious.
Will some people lose their bar license?
They will be still friends with them, giving them fun and celebrating. The bar association will be celebrating the winning, but would they lose license?
Mm-hmm. 2.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Stroller. So they might be going for some exams or something like that. I don't know if that's possible even. To because it's a baby is driving in the stroller. So they might be removing some restrictions will be done. I'm not saying that it will be completely, that I'm seeing complete taking the licenses, but they will be feeling that they have to prove it more when they are doing something. They have to study and study.
Do they have to renew annually or anything like that? Does anybody know about our association?
They will be worried that they might be losing money and the judgment might come on them. So they will be more afraid. When they lose bar license, then they can't really. But sometimes they lose for a few years.
But the
or the restricted area, like I know that Giuliani lost in New York.
we don't hear anything about him anymore.
No.
And my pillow guy didn't.
And he's
do
not
well.
using the hair dye.
I haven't seen anything on him at all.
Well, the prices went up probably, and he can't afford it.
It's true.
It's for entertainment only, and I'm a troublemaker for myself. Sometimes I can't zip up. Whoever is new on my channel, you are very welcome. And everyone who is here, you are extremely welcome all the time. Thank you.
Now, USA Today just put out an article. No Kings organizers have set the next protest date for July 17th, called Good Trouble Lives On. Good trouble is a term coined by the late Congressman John Lewis.
When he was in his what was that bridge? Elma Bridge? He was beaten up and so on, but he called this a good trouble.
Already a map is up where 60 demonstrations are already registered and planned for July 17th. The website says it's a national day of action to respond to the attacks on civil and human rights by Don Don's administration. Then they'd call it Trump's administration, of course. Together, we'll remind them in America, the power lies with the people. Will this be even more well attended than the 2,100 that happened the last
23, I heard.
23?
I don't know.
21. Anyways, will it be more popular on the 17th of July? 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. It will be a nice support. I see a bra. So sometimes I see funny things and I have to understand bra is for support. And it's usually matching pairs in a bra. So it will be just for support. I'm not saying it will be competition, what was there before, because the on last Saturday, people were really...
Well, that's because it coincided with the parade.
And people were more motivated.
Mm-hmm.
But it will be a nice support. For security, that will give the shine, and people love to go for those manifestations. Beverly, I'm so proud of you that you were doing that. Yeah, especially women. They feel so empowered.
Women do?
Yeah. Because, in Europe, there was always wars. Every few years, there was some war in a named country.
Mm-hmm.
We never had in Poland probably 15 to 30 years peace, so it was always wars. And guys were, honey, you take care of the farm, you take care of the kids, and I'll be back. Thank you so much, Kathy. And so they were gone. And mothers, wives, daughters were the one who was staying. Because the kids, the boy, if he was under 14, he couldn't go, 15. But some of them will be big and they will sneak.
Mm-hmm.
And the ladies were left with animals, with kids, with the farm. So they learn how much strength is in the coalition with another ladies. And this is another step to the background. It's in our genes that we feel empowered as community, as ladies.
Well, I can't imagine, women have all these children and you're having a family only to have them go off to war all the time. That's not our purpose.
Not the purpose. And
no, which women kind of rebel about it.
yeah, I'm seeing part of my brother. Shoot. This is so confusing. Try to look at the
So it just comes reverse on the screen.
reverse, and I'm not thinking in reverse.
Debbie Kirkpatrick has made the comment, my pillow guy just lost in court and has to pay $2.3 million to the voting machine company for defamation. Their defamation, he finally got, is that a federal thing where Don can pardon it? Or no, he can't, because it's a money thing. It's not a criminal thing.
No criminal. And what he's doing next, he's yapping.
He's yapping. How's he going to get out of this one? Where's he going to come up with $2.3 million?
He thinks that Trump supporters will give him money because he's such a religious person. He's such a good guy. He doesn't swear. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
As a kid, I was going for the communion, and we had to take Catholic lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And the priest told us, write the bad thing that you did. So I was making up what I was thinking, that my brother upset me. So that was a sin. And then he said to my mom, why is she making up sins? She can only make, she can say, I don't remember anymore because I didn't make them.
Mm-hmm.
But she's making up sins. I look at my brother very crooked way, and he said, that's not a sin. That's your expression. So they were explaining to me that it's not a sin. I said, but because I don't have any sins. I can't find anyone.
You?
Yeah. I was a kid. I was a good kid. But he is right away doing the same thing over and over. He is screaming, and they should tell him to the laundromat again. He is so excited. This queen of is confusing. Maybe because that's the feminine name of what is the name of the company who is suing him?
Dominion.
Dominion. No. And he will be losing his balance. And I was right. Trump was only to sleep over, and then in the morning he left. So he was not really on the Senate G7. He was so, and I said he's grumpy. I was using the right words to describe him. He was not meant to be there, and he left right away. So it's not that he was there just for photo shooting. I don't know even if they did any photo shooting with him.
No idea.
No. He didn't want to see Zelensky, and he noticed that they are not giving him the attitude like he had in Saudi Arabia. There was no camels, right? Oh my gosh, guys, how can you not prepare camels for his arrival?
Well, they could have found a few moose and elk.
They found donkeys.
He even left before the meal.
Yeah.
He got out of there real quick because he knew he wasn't.
No, he didn't want to be around those people. So he is not working for USA. He's working just, okay, I have to show up.
So he left before Zelensky arrived. He didn't want to have anything to do with Rutte from the NATO.
No, nothing.
He didn't want any of that.
So I couldn't, I told you, don't ask me this question because I don't see him there.
Debbie says he only rides elephants.
Yeah. Because they know the road. Elephant is so well programmed that he will remember the road. Donkey is stubborn.
THEAPAL 310. Will China be emboldened to take over Taiwan because of the distraction of the war between Iran and Israel?
That's a question, because honestly, I thought that they would do it a long time ago.
1, 2, 3.
Sabotaging them with the boats, with the making some
China is?
restrictions. I see the boats floating around the island. So controlling, sabotaging, making them very uncomfortable. But I don't see yet that they are fine. Until one day it will be a surprise and we will learn it's too late.
But they will.
They eventually will. Because they want to have those access to those battery. I think they have the special battery productions there.
Kathy McLaughlin's asking, the war in Ukraine hasn't been in the news. How are the people doing there? Also prayers for them.
Oh, yes. And the war is going on, but it's so much going on with so
It's
many.
just like wham, 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 wham. It's just coming at us like crazy.
Don't hit me because I'm beautiful.
Okay.
Because I didn't know it. Okay, 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. No, it's going worse and worse. More attacks, and I don't know why they are not informing us. At the beginning, there were so many journalists from CNN and MSNBC. We were updated. Now things are worse, but they are not informing. Surprises. Yeah, they are informing part-time as little, but Putin feels so secure.
Who's supplying with, so that he has his weapons and his drones and everything? Who's the supplier? 1, 2.
China and North Korea. And some country that we don't really know about because it has some noble face on top. He is leaning on those countries. Eventually we will know and it will be obvious, but it's maybe Turkey.
And SKROBIS, will the news stations ever get to the point of reporting the news accurately? I'm thinking of how they said LA riots when it was a peaceful protest. 1, 2, 3.
Because all the news is sitting in the pockets of the big kahuna. Yeah, up and down. So once in a while we will know, but not as all, because they are afraid for their own security. And they are afraid that they will be backstabbed. The journalists are losing jobs, so they can't open the mouth. So I can't open the mouth. So.
Isn't that amazing that we live in such a world that there's such, especially for conservative governments who don't want government, like bigger government, involved with people's lives, they really have gone towards the dictator part.
So many.
Yeah. Well, and Don was really uncomfortable there because he wasn't surrounded by his the countries that have dictators. They're not at the table, so there's nothing like that.
No, and he was crying that Putin was not there.
Yeah, he sure was talking a lot about him. He only talks to him. That's good.
Yeah, and he was talking to him yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And he was...
Oh, but he doesn't like telephones, so what was he doing?
On the phone.
Well, he said that people are listening in on the phone. That's what he said in a news conference on the plane.
Maybe on WhatsApp.
What's up? Then it can be deleted.
Maybe
I
on
guess.
Skype. Skype is gone. Oh, I'm so mad that the Skype is gone. Absolutely, I am mad. It was such an easy platform, and they are not letting us to use it. It's more complicated. I'm sending invitation. One person has a problem to open, and it's stressful. At least I have WhatsApp, so that's helping. And Heidi, you will see me on WhatsApp, hopefully.
You'll enjoy that.
Yeah, and what else? Yeah, it's the Microsoft, yes. Pain on
Team.
Team on
Is
my
it
team.
Microsoft Team or something?
Yeah, Microsoft Team.
I don't use that either. Lily Rose is asking, I was a little late. Did anybody ask about Christy Nome?
No.
Are we
She
being told the
went-
truth?
She had allergy, and it's possible. I read the book of John Collins, and she had a big party at her home in that when she was still very vibrant and young and all the time on the news. You know who is John Collins? The
John
actress,
Collins, yeah.
actress from Dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
So she had a huge party, and she tried fish. Just she touched the fish, and she ended up in the hospital, swallow like a pumpkin. So it is possible. It is. So I'm not going to say that she wasn't hospitalized because I know that things like that can happen. Oh, talking about allergies, someone asked me. I have the name, but that's okay. I was going to say that on Linda's channel. You're doing the recipe 1-to-1. 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of teaspoon of powdered ginger. So 1 big spoon, 1 small spoon. Mix this like a paste, and then take this amount. We will have to take a break. I'm kidding. We can't because we are live. And just take a few times a day. I'm getting bad. It lasts me for 1 week, for 5 days.
And you even take it during the night. But ever since you started doing that, you used to always take an antihistamine in the spring.
And Roman was talking with me, and I was in my car. And he said, "Why do you have that damn thing in your car?" I said, "It's old, and I don't know how that antihistamine ended up under my seat." And he noticed, so he pulled it. He said, "You don't have asthma." I said, "But I had it." "No, you never will get out of asthma. That's bad."
I got out of it. I was really bad. I was
Yeah.
in the hospital 3 times with it when it was really bad.
So it's possible to. This is my cure. I'm taking this. Once I was lazy, I didn't make it. In the middle of the night, I had to do it because I started coughing. It works on me. I'm not saying that it will work for everyone, but I have that puffer at the car. I can show it if someone doesn't believe me. He was, "No, you can't have, you couldn't have it. Mistake diagnosis." I said, "Yeah, they check you." And the last year they checked me and they said, "How did you get it out of it?" I said, "My remedy that someone sent to me."
Well, I had it for about 18 years, and I was taking corticosteroid and the puffer. But and then I ended up with food allergies and allergies against smoke and all sorts of stuff. But the body rejuvenates itself all the time and heals. So
Yeah.
I did something right because I no longer have that. But before I could only even say 1 word at a time.
Yeah, you said you were reading to your granddaughters and you couldn't stop.
I would say 1 word, and then at the end of the story, I asked if they wanted me to read another story, and they just looked at me and said, "No, thank you."
We are tired listening to you.
1 word at a time. Yeah, it's different for everybody, but no, I got rid of mine.
Yeah,
Christy, no.
I was sleeping sitting because
Yeah,
I
you
was,
have to be upright.
yeah, I was choking in the night. My husband was, and sometimes I would bleed. So it is possible to have allergies, and I'm not going to question her reason to be in a hospital.
But Christy Noam, there's speculation that
She's afraid to talk.
yeah, she's afraid to talk, but that Don would like to oust her off to the side and bring in Stephen Miller in her position. Is that going to happen?
He's like a little kid, Stephen Miller, holding to his pants whenever he is going and whispering in his ear. I don't think he wants to have that position. He wants to be just the advisor, closer to the god, to the king, sorry.
Will Miller ever be held accountable?
Not if Biden is, or someone like Biden is in the power, because he should have been already.
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3.
On a farm, some animals will have the ring.
Mm-hmm. Like a bull for grabbing
for,
onto.
To grabbing. Eventually, they will grab him by the nose. Yeah, so far he is protected. He has the protection from Don, but it will be a battle for him eventually. And he will be like a bull. He will be poor, but it will take a new Congress and Senate.
Kathy is asking now, why is MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, suddenly going against Don about the Israeli war?
But they outcast her, they shut her up on the last. I sent you. Yeah, she was making up accusations that he couldn't witness. So why would she even say something so stupid on the floor? And they said, you can't speak. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Well, there is opposition of the war. So she is with the opposition. She knows that that's not good. She has kids that age that will go to the army.
Don't they have bone spurs already?
Somehow they didn't figure out how to.
Well, maybe I'll have to talk with somebody else.
Yeah. That's what excites her, that her kids might be. And so she is against that power. And she sees that they have to cover up the bodies. Yeah, she is seeing the bad side of the war, so she doesn't want her kids to be involved in it.
Will there be a draft, a U.S. draft?
That's what she is worried. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
They are on the point that they might be opening the gate for that. So the gate is built, the bars, the fences are built for them to go to. But they are not ready yet for that. Yeah, and losing people, doctors, they are right now sleeping on it. But if the war will accelerate, it will be worse. Although that's a wrong word, probably. Am I still with you guys?
I haven't seen anything here saying that it's
Laughing, because the last time they were saying, and eventually we were.
Yeah, we're still good. Thank you.
People are laughing, happy with you, Cheryl, for slapping me. That was quite a while ago.
Well, you're still hurting from those smacks.
Just I said, I'm beautiful. Don't beat me up.
Deborah Rayvels, Rayvals. How do you see the U.S. and Canada repairing their relationship, and what will that look like?
Not with the king. No, the king has to go. No new king.
Mm-hmm.
Because
1, 2, 3.
Hi guys. Okay. You go to the park and there is poo left from the animal on someone,
Mm-hmm.
and it's smelly. A lot of flies is there, so it's fresh. Eventually, after a while, it will dissolve and the smell will go away. Everything will be normal. So it will take time to forget that there was a poo even. The poo story, that was the bear poo. What is there was a bear for kids.
Pooh Bear?
Pooh Bear.
Yeah, that was about, the war.
We have the Pooh Bear talking about
the honey pot. But you're talking about a puddle of poo.
Mm-hmm. In the forest or in the park, whatever, in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And at the beginning, it's very fresh and very smelly.
Mm-hmm.
And, flies are flying and moving moving. But eventually it will dry out, and once in a while when it's wet, it might be giving the same effect, but with the years it will calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we will be crying of the broken relationship, some nice surprises. Journey is not going to be ever easy, because who ever thought that he will be chosen 2 times?
And who's going to come in after him?
That's what I was telling to Linda, that it will be someone who will grow up from the.
Well, you had even said about our premier, when she's gone, the cancer is already there, and it just grows.
It grows like it's so grossly implanted in.
Yeah, I just drives me crazy. Anyways, Jean Nizalowski, Nizalowski,
Misalowski.
is asking, will there be a woman as president within 15 years? Will she be considered a great president?
I don't think you are ready yet for
In 15 years?
No, for the next one. 15 years. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Joan of Arc. Some leader will come out eventually. And at the beginning, she was pretending, Joan of Arc, that she is a male,
Mm-hmm.
because she couldn't be accepted as a female to lead people. And she was a famous psychic. When I was in Notre Dame Cathedral, I took a picture with the famous psychic woman who was predicting, and the church was so upset with her, but her predictions were true.
Mm-hmm.
So the psychics exist. It will be up and down. So there will be once male, once female. We have to cover them. Yeah, the partners. So they will be always trying to have a female as a vice, but mostly males. I'm not saying 15 years is such a long time, and I know that there will be some Joan of Arc, but time is not for me.
We can't really talk. We've only had one female prime minister, and she was only in there for a little bit of time, Kim Campbell. But and that was strange how she ended up having to leave. But anyway, so we are quite still on the male path.
It is like so unfair, but right now, after the king, they have to find someone who will be a nice leader. And I said that the riots will be really vivid on Linda's channel, I said it was started to be very obvious that people are upset in August.
Well, you have to remember the golden mean when things start to take off, and then they really start to take off, and that's when change. But remember I was talking before about what was her name, Pam Gregory. Last summer, she was saying that
she's an astrologer.
Yeah, from Britain, UK. Anyways, she was talking about how the resistance, they're going to become more vocal, more loud, more controlling, because they know that they're going down, and so they have to be really, really in your face. And that's what's happening right now. I mean, it's just everything is happening. I mean, the poor families who are being torn apart.
Yeah, Miller doesn't have the heart, and he's the one who is do this.
He doesn't have a heart at all. There's a lot of them. Malgosia Odman, Odman, will Republican senators make an apology to Senator Padilla for being marshaled at Kristi Noem's press? Remember, he was pulled out?
Yeah, that was all the time on the news. So what is the question?
Will the Republican senators ever make an apology for what happened?
No, because they will Trump will lose confidence in them. No, they can't be nice. No nice guys. What will we see? I have to see.
1, 2, 3.
A little bit of smoke going, and that will disappear. So we will forget about this. Dysfunctional family. They want to be like the hero, and they want to show power. No way that they can be humans and have feelings. Even Lee, Senator Lee,
Mike Lee?
Mike.
Is it Mike Lee?
And he was cruel. So no.
Yeah, about that.
And
the deaths.
He don't know how to apologize, apparently.
Well, neither does Don Don. He doesn't know those words.
No.
Don Don demands Iran's unconditional surrender and said, we now have complete and total control of the skies in Iran, which is actually something what Bibi Yahoo said. He told NBC.
Because there are no Americans planes in the sky, so how he can have control if he's not there? But the ship is floating and he is following.
He told NBC News that he is considering a variety of options on Iran, including a possible U.S. strike. Has Don Don officially announced by doing all this that the U.S. has now joined Israel in the war?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3, because it's a definite we.
We.
Mm-hmm.
It's, the farmer said, I talk, my pig is talking. And she's always agreeable, so I like her better than my wife. And she's always saying, we. Okay. 3.
Yeah, 3.
3 cards. I didn't get any vision. Oh my gosh, sorry. They will be working. He will feel like he's observing from outside and cheating, giving money. That will be his way probably of helping.
No, Patty Thompson has Trump is sending warships over to Iran.
Yeah, that worries me.
And they called Congress to a special meeting.
Yeah, because they should approve first before they do that.
Yeah, so he's acting in reverse.
Yeah.
So what's going to come out of that? What's Congress going to say about this?
I'm worried about that ship. I'm so worried because...
Well, it's a false flag if they do something.
That, I'm worried that some diver can go under and...
But it's their own people.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
That ship is in danger. And it's like a flag. You are looking at the flag, and the flag is going this, the wind is going this way, that way, and you can't really be too close to the flag because it will smack you from one side of the face to another. It's like, so yeah, this is something that for America, for Safety America, covering the body of the devil. So there will be drama, and he is going to cause more problem, and this Congress would like to have a peace.
So that's the name of the ship. Nimitz.
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 Nimitz. Yeah, thank you, Heidi. I'm worried about that ship. I'm worried about those planes. How easy is to destroy that? It's a destroyer, but it can be destroyed as well. And that will be the full blow up problem.
Who will be doing it? Israel?
I see a diver under. So
what country is the diver from? 1, 2, 3.
The diver would it will be accused of
Iran will be accused because they want to up the ante.
That will be official version.
So what's the unofficial?
2 players, so 2 countries, the friendly country. And it's cheating, symbol of cheating. So the job is not going to be fully done. So hopefully they will not lose all of the soldiers, and so easy, but they will try it.
Well, there are people in the United States that have family on that ship.
Yeah, well, of course, because they are mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, and kids of those people. And they are showing all the time that ship, so it is so vulnerable, and it will be really hard not to, for some people to attack them.
The last time we didn't get our prayers in.
So we will start that now, yes.
Yeah.
And so I will start with Saba is asking for prayers for her mom. She wrote that it was helping her mom with the dialysis. So I'm sending you prayers, Saba, with your mom. And your husband is English. I think that he can travel easily to USA. But if he is just a new English, like, if his status is for a few years, then it might be a problem if he is from a country that Trump doesn't like. So you take that in consideration. I don't know what is your husband's from. And you have the American citizen, and your girls, you are fine. But
Maggie Zeal has mentioned in today's video that my friend Katrina's son Michael is 23 years old. Katrina's nephew Michael is 23 years old. Has been told his cancer has spread to his abdomen and lymph nodes. They will no longer do any chemo as it's not helping him. Please pray for him, and we'll pray for the family as well.
Oh boy, and chemo is a killer for some people. It can be so damaging. Well, it is damaging no matter what. Chemo is damaging the system.
Catherine Sullivan has asked for prayers for my son who is facing brain surgery, and for his wife, a daughter-in-law who has breast cancer. I do not understand why they have it so tough.
Both of them. Sending protection to both of you.
Bridget York is asking, please pray for my sciatic nerve. It's painful.
I know that they have those braces kind of for the sciatic nerve, so with them magnets. Please do some research on that. My sister-in-law, she had a bad sciatic nerve before, and now it's gone.
Prayers for, let's see, these are from the other day that we didn't get at them. Prayers for the souls and family and friends of the Air India crash. One survivor.
One survivor. And he was walking. He left the plane and he was walking.
He was near the exit door.
Yeah. So prayers for him that he survived. It was meant for him to have a bigger plans for his future.
Celtic Seer is asking for may Melissa Hartman and her husband rest in peace. They have become martyrs for democracy. Prayers for Senator Hoffman and his wife, Yvette, that they recover fully from their physical wounds and from the mental and spiritual wounds in time. Everyone, prayers for America and all Americans during this trying time.
Yeah. I would like to ask prayers for Leszek. 6 months ago, yesterday, we learned that he died. So please pray for his soul.
Lynn Bartlett, 2385, prayers for all those whose families are being ruthlessly ripped apart by this regime.
Yes, they need protection, and they need at least mayor of or she is the whatever she is. I think she's a mayor. No, not mayor. She is the governor of New York. She is giving $50 million for protection for those people who are unjustified withdrawal from the families and so on.
Brooke is asking prayers for the world. We need to shift this horrible timeline we are on.
Yes, because it's too much going on and too many crazy people are in power.
And
it's so sad that Don doesn't feel that his responsibility are with his people, and he's abandoning even G7. It's important meeting. And he doesn't feel like he has responsibility.
Well, he doesn't have any empathy.
Even that, he should be there because he is one of the members. And because you punish my friend, I'm not coming. I just came to tell you.
Now he's going after all the blue states and wants to punish them as well. He's just, how can you have a president who is not for the people?
No, he is not. He is just for himself, as much as he can pack, as many money as he can pack.
Are the people starting to realize it? Are they starting to wake up to the fact that he's making a lot of money?
The Democrats, they know, but the Republicans, are they able to figure out how badly it will be affecting them eventually?
And you said August is going to be
It will start shifting, yes. It will start shifting. And I'm not good with dates, I don't like to tell dates. But it is something that they will be jumping from one ice to another on the river. When the ice is cracking.
Yeah, the ice floes, yeah.
So eventually they will get called to bath in the river, and that will wake them up.
But they will have a wake-up call.
They will, yeah. They will.
You said at some point they won't even want to admit that they even supported them. What are they going to do with all their hats? Their hats and their T-shirts.
One lady on the private reading, she said, "You will be surprised. Not that many red hats anymore."
Well, we didn't see many at the parade.
No.
There weren't very many people there, but they certainly weren't a lot of people wearing the red hats.
But he is so furious deep inside because it was not what he wanted.
Well, no, they're not trained.
And the crowd was not huge. There was a tiny crowd.
Now, they promoted that, spending all that money, justified that it was going to be one of the biggest recruitment events in United States history. Everybody would be signing up.
And they didn't.
No.
So our candle went down. We have to
go. We have
to go. Thank you so much. I hope they didn't cut us off.
No, we're still good.
Thank you so much for being with us, and take care of each other. Take care of yourself first, and then you can take care of others, and be positive. No one is forever. Nothing is forever. But there will be attacks on USA soil, so be prepared for that as well.
And there was one here. Please pray for my daughter, Genesil, Puerto Rico, something or other. Let me see. I'll see if I can find that one or not. No, I can't find it right now. Anyways, please take care of yourselves. And, oh, here it is. Nancy's asking, please pray for my daughter, Jenelise. She had her gallbladder removed last Wednesday and it is a lot of pain. Thanks, hugs and kisses from Puerto Rico.
1 second. I had the gallbladder removed, and somehow I was in the worst pains after that. I was 37 years old, little child, and they thought that I have a cancer. So they sent me to the cancer clinic, and professor was checking me out, and he said, young lady, it's not a cancer, I believe. Your veins, after the scar, after they removed the gallbladder, the scar was so...
The scar tissue was tightening up?
Build up. I couldn't eat whatever. I was all the time in pain. And on top of that, I was taking Tylenol, number 3, and I'm allergic to that one. I can eat the regular Tylenol, but not number 3. It has codeine, and I can't take it. So I was several times in emergency. They were looking at me. That they said, "We know you are not making up because your blood pressure is so high." I was in pain, and they thought that I have cancer. But that was eventually they took me for treatment. They blew the balloon into the vein, and the balloon stretched the vein. I'm fine. I don't have a gallbladder problems. But don't go for the worst. But please pay attention. If she is suffering, make sure that there is something maybe to take care of. Okay?
So thank you very much. And Heidi, enjoy your reading this afternoon. I've primed her up, so she's going to be in a good mood.
I want to pray for my friend, for her to be successful. She is big celebrity. I can't say anything more, but I want her to achieve her goals, and I believe you are on the right path. And I don't want to even say your name, but you are smart and strong, and you know where you're going, girl. Thank you. Bye-bye.
So again, watch out for Violetta's video that please put questions after this video is posted. Please put questions that she can use to draw from for Friday night's video that she posts on Saturday. Yeah. And on that Saturday draw, anyone who writes a comment.
I will have
Erica,
and so please send some questions. I will share. I still have a lot of questions from Linda. I couldn't use all of them. I prepared too many, but that's okay. I rather have more than less. So see you soon, and look for the video that we will repost it from Linda yesterday.
Yeah, we will do that. And Saturday's video
on my community page.
Saturday's video, please write a comment, because those are the ones who are eligible for the half-hour complimentary reading from Janet and Tom Burke.
And prayers for Janet and Tom Burke, because
they need it.
They need that. Thank you so much, Janet, for everything, and Tom. And I was in contact with Janet 2 nights ago, because I was writing to her in the night. Love and kisses to everyone.
So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.